It's always been a pleasure hosting you. Reiterating what you mentioned, the need for patience in life is a must. Just see our audience. Moving ahead, we have with us Mr. Ankit Patel, who would be shedding light on Kubernetes and the use on Google Cloud. Please come along to welcome him.
Hi guys, am I audible to all? Okay, so today's agenda of this talk is to introduce you with the Google Kubernetes engine on GCP. So before we move into the GCP and understand what Kubernetes is and how it helps us in today's industry world. So let me introduce myself. I'm Ankit Patel, working as a senior DevOps engineer with the LTI Mindtree. And I am the GCP developer architect as well as the DevOps engineer. And I also provide technical training over the DevOps and GCP. And I mentor uh, professionals. So this is my LinkedIn. If you wish to connect, then we can connect and have a technical discussion further about GCP and cloud. So yeah, the today's agenda of this talk would be how the previous traditional deployment application deployment is followed, and how container helps that traditional deployment, and what is GKE on the Google Cloud, and how we can utilize the GCP in today's world, which can quickly deploy our applications in a fraction of seconds. And at the last, we will go with the demo of a sample Hello App application, which we will deploy over the GKE. So let's move it further. So the traditional app deployment, where we have to develop application code, then it has to move into the testing phase. Then it has to move into the packaging, where all the dependencies, it should be converted into the one converted raw format. Then we have to deploy that particular those dependencies and those for converted format into a server. So once it is deployed over the server, the IT operation team comes into the picture, where application monitoring as well as the troubleshoot, like all of those stuff, monitoring stuffs comes in the picture. So if we talk about the traditional deployment, where it follows, like if my application is deployed over a server and some dependencies mismatch happens, like it is working fine in my local system while the server is having some application dependencies. So that might actually take quite long time to address that issues. So there comes the solution to that, those time complexities and all of those traditional deployment stuffs. So that's how like this was the thing I was talking about, where everything is working fine in my local system. I have the server version as well as the database version, which is working fine in my local system, while the same version is crashing over the server. The this problem is addressed by the container. So yeah, so the container address this solution which the traditional app deployment was actually facing. It container helps us to package the application code as well as the dependencies in a box, which box called image, or which can be deployed over the cluster where your actual application will be running inside a container. So yeah, the basic principle of container here is the build, ship, and run. So like I have my application code and all the dependencies. So uh, I will build a Docker image out of those application code, and I will ship that into a GCR registry. That is another service provided by the Google, and that image which is shipped to the GCR registry will be deployed over the GKE. So the three most basic principle of the container is the build, ship, and run. So this will be followed, and after that, so the container solves the issue which my traditional environment was actually facing that. So yeah, so this is the basic architecture of the GKE, how things actually work. So this is the command line tool. Like I can use the command line tool to interact with the Kubernetes cluster, or I can use the declarative way as well. So kubelet is a agent provided by the cluster Kubernetes. So I can use the kubelet to connect to interact with the cluster, and inside the cluster I have two node. Node is nothing but a server, we can say, or a group of instances machines. I have two machines, that is master node as well as the worker node, and master node is the one where my whole application resides, like not like my whole Kubernetes cluster component will reside, and the worker node where my actual application will be running inside a Docker container. So this is the overview where users will be accessing application via the request goes via node, which is like which manages all the resources, which schedules pod, which schedule deployment over the worker node. So yeah, the cluster is nothing, as I said, cluster is a combination of two nodes, that is the master node as the worker node, which have a group of servers, group of machines, combined together forms a cluster. So inside the cluster, I have a basic structure. I will say, like inside the cluster, I have master, and these are the worker node. Inside the worker node, my pod will reside. Pod is a simple basic unit in a Kubernetes cluster. So that pod will reside inside a node, and inside a node, like inside the pod, my application container will reside, where my application will be up and running there. So yeah, this is the deployment file. I would say a deployment file is more like a template which we are giving to the cluster, how many pod and how the things will work. So if I'm applying the deployment file over the cluster via kubectl command line tool, so it will route via master node. So master node will schedule all the pod which I have defined in the replica section of the deployment YAML. So that is the declarative way which I have taken the sample YAML deployment file. You can see the replica inside the spec. So replicas are nothing but the number of pod I need, my deployment will schedule over the node. So inside the pod, my application will reside. So this is the sample deployment YAML, and the pod which I am talking about, where my actual application will be running in a container, is more like I have the node, inside the node I have the pod, and inside the pod my application will be running inside a container. So like my pod will share all the operating, like one operating system and all the hard disk and all the memory and CPU uses as well. So this is the architecture of pod. And another one which I'm like, my application is deployed over the Kubernetes cluster. I have deployed it. Now I want to expose it. How my end user can access that application by a single IP, right? So my application is deployed, and that application will be accessed via, like, if I want to expose my application so that you can use it, I will be using the service. So there are multiple services you can utilize. So basically the one which I have mentioned is the load balancer service. Load balancer is nothing but a cloud native load balancer will be provisioned. So that load balancer will provide external static IP to my service which is deployed over the Kubernetes cluster. So that will give me the static IP, external IP. That IP I can access, like end users can access that actual IP and access the application. So this is the common architecture with all the applications which are deployed over the Kubernetes. So I would say, like, I'm the developer, and there are two ways which the things are working here. I have Docker file. I can create the Docker image out of Docker file, and I can store that in a GCR registry. And from GCR registry, the image will be pulled, and the image will be pulled by the Kubernetes cluster. So this is the this I can automate it. Like once I have the Docker file, it will create image, and from GCR, Kubernetes can access that. Another way of interacting with the cluster, that is via kubectl command line tool. I have kubectl command line tool which will be interacting via master node. So master node, which I talked about, is the brain of the Kubernetes cluster. So that master node will be I can access that application via master node, and my actual application is residing on a worker node. And the end user, like the consumer, as I said, if you want to access that application, right? So that request will be routed through a gateway. So all the routing policies will be done by the gateway, which will reside inside the cluster. And so this is the common architecture which it will look like if I have my application deployed. So this is the common one. This is not the actual standard one which we can say. So there comes a lot of configuration as well. If I talk about the service mesh or the STO thing will come into the picture as well. So yeah, we should use Kubernetes because it helps my life easier. It helps me to automate the thing as Ravi mentioned previously. To orchestrate all of the container as a DevOps engineer, I should have the good understanding about the Kubernetes as well. So this is the basic, like you can just say this is the basic thing which you can understand by the Kubernetes. You should at least know what deployment do, what pod do, and how can you can expose your application to the outer world. So before we move next, let me take you to the demo. Yeah, before we move into the demo, you can understand the general CI/CD pipeline which we follow here. So I am the developer here. I have the source control, like I'm using GitHub as a storing like all of those my application code there. So from GitHub, if I push and pull any action performed over the GitHub branch, my branch will trigger a build that will utilize that cloud build. That is a CI/CD tool provided by the CI/CD service, we can say. So that will help me to build that container image or the Docker image out of that. So I will utilize the Docker like a cloud build to create a Docker image, and that Docker image I will store in a container registry. So this will be a whole automated process. From the Docker container registry, my GKE cluster can actually utilize that image. Okay, so my application will utilize that, and my end user can access that via service, which I will expose my service. So this is the general CI/CD pipeline we follow here in the industry. So, and there comes another thing comes in the picture, that is Terraform. That is a, like infrastructure as a tool script which we can use to provision resources over the cloud. So apart from GKE, you should also have good understanding about the Terraform, how it works, and this will be helpful for you in a cloud. This will help you to provision multiple resources over the GKE or over the cloud. And at the end, you can expose application via service, which I talked about in my YAML file. I have used the HTTP load balancer service, which will give me the external IP. So so yeah, like if you have any question, you can shoot it to me right now about the GKE, about the DevOps, or about the cloud, or we can connect later to discuss further. So yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you for your insightful session, Mr. Ankit. This is now the time to engage you all for a fun quiz. Again, I'm not sure if we did mention it before or not, but there are surprises in the form of swags awaiting for you all. Again, not for everybody in general, but then we'll be seeing who is, getting the swags at a later point. Yeah. So for the activity, we have on stage Ms. Shruti and Ms. Dipali. Thank you.
Are you guys getting bored? So we are conducting a fun and engaging activity for you. And for the same, I would like to introduce your quiz master. Is there a mic? ये वाला use करना।
माइक स्टार्ट करना पड़ता है कहीं से हाँ हो गया ना नहीं चल रहा
नहीं चल रहा था।
नहीं
इधर बोल दे।
इधर ही आई श्योर
नहीं यार, पर इधर नहीं बोलना।
माइक नहीं चल रहा माइक नहीं चल रहा हेलो सॉरी स्टार्ट
So here's your quiz master. Hello people.
I'm your quiz master Dipali Pathak here with you to conduct a quiz for you. So are you ready all? So let's begin. Shruti will tell you the instructions for the quiz.
So basically, there are 3 instructions which you all have to follow. First one is you will be raising the hands before answering the question. Second, you will be having only 30 seconds to answer the question. And the third one is the most important one. Your quiz master is the one who will be deciding who among you will be answering the questions. So maintain the decorum and have fun.
There's one more thing. There's a secret surprise for you all. To the one who's the most active through the quiz session. So yeah, let's begin. Let's begin. So here's the first question on your screen. What is the purpose of command line interface in a computer system? Option A, to manage the graphical user interface, to communicate with other computers over the internet, to execute command and perform tasks using text-based commands, to provide access to hardware components of the computer. Guys, maintain decorum. Time starts now.
Okay, Deep.
Okay, so people seems to be very interesting. This one, raising both of his hands. Mike.
Hello.
Huh.
Third one, C.
Let's see what's the answer. Yay! Big round of applause.
Make a round of applause for him.
Moving to the next question. Which of the following is an example of command line interface commands in Windows? Okay. From this side now. To the one here, the one in checks, the one in blue checks. Yeah. Huh.
Just a moment, guys and girls. Before you answer, please let us know your name,
Yeah.
full name, and then answer. Yeah, thank you.
Mike? Where's the mic? Mike?
Please maintain decorum.
Guys, just be calm. It's okay. You'll get the opportunity. Okay. So just be seated.
Hello.
Okay, go on.
Good afternoon, all of you. My name is Munir Paratkar.
Cool.
The answer is A.
Let's check the answer. Yay! Next question, Shruti. What is the purpose of an Android emulator?
Easy question.
So many hands raising.
Let's see.
Don't stand
who
up,
will-
guys. Be seated. Okay, you answer. Green one.
Please don't answer before heading your mic.
Yeah, just go on, go on. Mike.
Okay. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Apoorv Baghel,
Okay.
and answer is B. Second one.
Good work, Apoor. Okay, let's move ahead. Which of the following is a popular web server software?
Don't answer before she decides.
It seems very exciting that everyone knows the answer.
It seems we have an intelligent audience.
That seems so good. Okay, ma'am, please.
Hello,
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
Mahek Rathi and the answer is C.
Okay, let's go. Oh!
It's okay.
Yeah, it's cool to get the wrong answers as well, no? Okay, moving ahead to the next question. What is the main purpose of the Android manifest file? Okay, who knows this answer?
Let her choose you. Don't answer. एकदम पहले से.
Let me choose, guys. Just be seated. I'm not telling there. You guys are very excited. Okay, you answer. The green one.
B.
Please introduce yourself before answering. Can you please give your name?
Aman Rajdas.
Okay.
Okay. Next question. What is the purpose of Web API? Okay, do we have mics over upstairs? There also? Do we have mics there? Okay, no. So, okay, white.
Give your name.
Hello everyone, my name is Aryan and the answer is B.
Okay, let's see. Hey! Okay, so the last question on your screens now. You are designing a GCP replacement for your on-premises data warehouse. Which server do you select?
Don't answer like this.
Don't answer like this. I told you. Okay, the green. Yeah, ma'am. Please. Yeah.
Hello, I am Tanisha and the answer is A.
Oh. Okay, so it was a fun meeting you all. Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye. We hope you enjoyed the activity.
I can see that the thrill has not yet, settled down. So thank you, Shruti and Dipali, for the activity. I request everybody to please maintain the calm and the decorum of the auditorium. Thank you. Now I take the pleasure to call upon the stage Mr. Anubhav Singh to deliver his address on the topic scheduled events on GCP, how many ways, which and why. Thank you.
निकाल सकते हैं वो उसको अपन नोट्स आएंगे बट नोट्स इस पे रखना और उसको अपने को सरकाना पड़ेगा आई गेस एक्सटेंडेड व्यू है एक सेकंड हाँ लेट्स कीप साइलेंस प्लीज
हाय गुड आफ्टरनून। देखो फर्स्ट थिंग, हिंदी में कितने लोग कंफर्टेबल है? अच्छा, आगे कुछ लोग कंफर्टेबल नहीं है। मैं बता देना चाहता हूं, आप मध्य प्रदेश भोपाल में है, मैं हिंदी बोलूंगा। मैं यूपी से हूं, ठीक है? यूपी वाले जब एमपी वालों से मिले तो हिंदी में बात होनी चाहिए, ठीक है? बाकी स्लाइड्स पूरी इंग्लिश में है तो देख लेना अपना, ठीक है? चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं। शेड्यूलिंग इन जीसीपी, व्हेन एंड हाउ। शेड्यूलिंग होती क्या है? व्हाट इज शेड्यूलिंग? शेड्यूलिंग सुना है पहले, कभी सुना है? सुना है? ठीक है, कौन बताएगा शेड्यूलिंग? वहां पीछे चलो आप बताओ शेड्यूलिंग क्या होती है। यार इतने हट्टे कट्टे हो, चिल्लाओ ना। अच्छा नहीं, माइक पहुंचा दो यार। माइक है? एक्स्ट्रा माइक है? एक ही माइक तो मेरे पास है। हाँ बोलो। बिल्कुल सही, भाई को पता है। नाइस चलो थोड़ा सा इंट्रोडक्शन। हाय, नाम अनुभव, को फाउंडर डायनोपाई, गूगल डेवलपर एक्सपर्ट, गूगल क्लाउड, बहुत जल्द रिसेंटली बनाओ, ताजा ताजा, ठीक है? बाकी घूमता भी हो बहुत, तो किसी को घूमने के बारे में पूछना है वो भी पूछ सकते हो। नंबर ऑफ थिंग्स लिस्टेड, जिसके बारे में पूछना है मुझे पकड़ो बाहर, मुझसे पूछना, मैं बताऊंगा। एंड ये करना है, ठीक है? पूरे सेशन में इंटरेक्शन रहेगा, ठीक है? क्वेश्चंस पूछूंगा, आपको जवाब देना है। सबसे पहले ये, उसके बाद जवाब, ठीक है? चिल्लाना नहीं है। चलो, why the topic? Why are we going to talk about scheduling? ठीक है? Because Benjamin did not say this exactly, लेकिन what he meant was कि अगर आप शेड्यूल नहीं करते हो सही से, then you are scheduling to fail, ठीक है? Something like this, right? आप अलार्म लगाना भूल गए, अगले दिन एग्जाम है, आर यू शेड्यूलिंग टू फेल? काइंड ऑफ, राइट? कितने लोगों की ट्रेन मिस हुई है? ट्रेन फ्लाइट मिस हुई है? रिलेटेबल कंटेंट? कोई नहीं। चलो, जॉब शेड्यूलिंग जैसे उन्होंने बताया, ठीक है? कौन सा टास्क कब एग्जीक्यूट होगा उसको हम शेड्यूल करते हैं। एक सर्टेन टाइम में हो सकता है, टाइम बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग। इवेंट बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग हो सकता है। से फॉर एग्जांपल किसी यूजर ने नया अकाउंट बनाया, आप लोग अकाउंट बनाते हो किसी वेबसाइट में, ईमेल पे आता है कि वेलकम टू दिस वेबसाइट, ठीक है? जैसे आपको पता नहीं है, बट ठीक है, आपको ईमेल आता है, राइट? वो इवेंट बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग है। आपने अकाउंट बनाया तो आपको ईमेल आया, ठीक है? इवेंट बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग। हाइब्रिड भी हो सकता है, एग्जांपल दूंगा मैं आगे, ठीक है? मॉनिटरिंग एंड लॉगिन बेस्ड हो सकता है। किसी का सर्वर अगर क्रैश हो गया तो आपको ईमेल आ गया कि भाई आपका सर्वर क्रैश हो गया, जाके देखो, ठीक है? मॉनिटरिंग एंड लॉगिंग बेस्ड। एरर हैंडलिंग भी हो सकता है, कभी कुछ एरर आ गया सिस्टम में तो आपको वार्निंग आ जाती है कि ये चीज़ फेल हो चुकी है, इसको जाके फिक्स कर लो. सिस्टम मेंटेनेंस, इवेंट रेस्पॉन्स. देखा होगा गूगल डाउन हुआ है कभी? नहीं हुआ है, मुझे थोड़ी ना पता है, लेकिन मैंने और भी सर्विसेज देखी है जो डाउन हुई हैं. और जब भी ऐसी सर्विसेज डाउन होती है तो आपको उनकी स्टेटस वेबसाइट में दिखता है कि चलो व्हाट्सएप डाउन हो गया है, राइट? बीच में अभी रिसेंटली व्हाट्सएप बहुत डाउन हुआ था. आप देखते होगे व्हाट्सएप का एक स्टेटस पेज होता है जिसमें लिख के आता है कि व्हाट्सएप डाउन है इस पर्टिकुलर रीजन में. ठीक है. टाइम बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग, राइट? एग्जैक्टली टाइम बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग क्या क्या करती है? टाइम बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग देखो, सबसे सिंपल शेड्यूलिंग ना टाइम बेस्ड ही है. डेली आप अलार्म लगा लोगे 8 बजे का, ठीक है, अगर आप कॉलेज स्टूडेंट हो तो. अदरवाइज आप 10 बजे का भी लगा सकते हो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ठीक है, आपने सुबह अलार्म लगाया 8 बजे का, वो टाइम बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग है. ठीक है, 8 बजे अलार्म बजेगा, आप उठोगे या नहीं उठोगे वो आपके ऊपर है, लेकिन अलार्म बजेगा. ठीक है, ये आपका पीरियोडिक होता है, राइट? किस टाइप की पीरियोडिसिटी हो सकती है? इन टर्म्स ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर ये पर मिनट रन कर सकता है. क्रॉन जॉब सुना है किसने? क्रॉन जॉब्स. क्रॉन जॉब्स की मिनिमम पीरियोडिसिटी कितनी होती है? कितने कितने मिनिमम टाइम में आप बार बार क्रॉन जॉब्स रन कर सकते हो? नॉट एवरी सेकेंड. कर लो सब गेस कर लो. 1 मिनट. यस, 1 मिनट इज द मिनिमम फ्रीक्वेंसी. यस, स्लाइड में लिखा है. इससे ज्यादा हिंट क्या दे दूं? ठीक है, मिनिमम 1 मिनट होता है. और लोकली ऑन द सर्वर्स रन करता है. जॉब्स अगर आप क्रिएट करते हो वो लोकली ऑन द सर्वर होता है. इसको हम लोग देखेंगे आगे कि उससे निकाल सकते हो, उसकी प्रॉब्लम क्या है, उसको कैसे निकाल सकते हैं. ठीक है, चलो. टाइम बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग जो एक सर्टेन टाइम पे होता है, पीरियोडिकली होता है, महीने में एक बार सैलरी आती है कुछ लोगों की. बाकी जो स्टूडेंट्स है शायद आप लोग को डेली जाना पड़ता है कॉलेज अटेंडेंस देने के लिए, हर क्लास में अटेंडेंस होती है, वो भी बोल सकते हो पीरियोडिक है. ठीक है, सो अलग अलग टाइप की पीरियोडिसिटी. इवेंट बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग जो मैंने बताया, कुछ एक इवेंट हुआ, उसके रिस्पॉन्स में आपके सपोज ईमेल आ गया, राइट? कोई एक इवेंट हुआ सिस्टम में. फॉर एग्जांपल जब आप ट्रांजैक्शंस करते हो, राइट? बुक शो में बुकिंग सबने करी होगी, मूवी गए थे, बुक माई शो में आपने टिकट खरीदा, तो आपको ईमेल पे भी आ गया, व्हाट्सएप पे भी आ गया, राइट? ये सारी इवेंट बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग है. अब देखो, ईमेल तो अलग है, ईमेल अलग सॉफ्टवेयर है, वो जीमेल आपका अलग चल रहा है. व्हाट्सएप अलग सॉफ्टवेयर है, दोनों के बीच में कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है. लेकिन इवेंट कहाँ पे हुआ? बुक माई शो में हुआ, वो भी एक अलग सॉफ्टवेयर है. लेकिन इवेंट बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग क्या कर रही है? अगर आप बुक माई शो पे टिकट खरीद रहे हो तो वो इन्फॉर्म कर रही है कि ऐसा एक इवेंट हुआ है. अब आपको क्या करना है वो आप देख लो. वो जीमेल के ऊपर है कि आपको वो ईमेल दिखाएगा कि नहीं, व्हाट्सएप के ऊपर है कि वो आपको नोटिफिकेशन दिखाएगा कि नहीं, राइट? ये अलग अलग सिस्टम्स है जिनको कनेक्ट किया गया है. कैसे? इवेंट बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग से. ठीक है, चलो आगे इसको और देखेंगे. नोटिफिकेशन आता है, राइट? फोन में नोटिफिकेशन सबके आते हैं. कुछ एक इवेंट होता है, फेसबुक में फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट भेजा किसी ने तो आपको नोटिफिकेशन आ गया, इवेंट बेस्ड. ठीक है, हाइब्रिड शेड्यूलिंग. नाउ हाइब्रिड शेड्यूलिंग थोड़ा हल्का सा ट्रिकी हो जाता है, बिकॉज देन यू थिंक लाइक ऐसा क्या है जिसमें टाइम बेस्ड और इवेंट बेस्ड दोनों शेड्यूलिंग हो रही है, राइट? इसका एक एग्जांपल दूंगा मैं. इन्वेंट्री. ठीक है, सपोज आपके आसपास कोई छोटा सा स्टोर है, जनरल स्टोर, ठीक है, जिसमें आप दाल, आटा, चावल, साबुन जो भी खरीदना है आप जाके खरीद सकते हो. अभी क्या है ना कि उसमें आप अगर जाके साबुन खरीद लोगे, सपोज उसके पास 10 साबुन के बार्स हैं, ठीक है, सोप बार्स, ठीक है, आपने जाके खरीद लिया, उसके पास 10 थे, आपने एक जाके खरीद लिया, उसके पास इन्वेंट्री कितनी? 9. ठीक है, आपने खरीदा तो उसकी इन्वेंट्री में इमीडिएटली 1 माइनस हुआ. ये इवेंट बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग है. ठीक है, जब आप अगर उसका प्रोडक्ट खरीद रहे हो तो उसका इन्वेंट्री में 1 घटना चाहिए. ये इवेंट बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग हुआ. अभी पूरे दिन लोगों ने खरीदा, उसका इन्वेंट्री जितना भी 2 या 3 बचा रात तक. उसके बाद अगले दिन सुबह सुबह एक ट्रक आई, उसको और सोप बार्स देके गई. ठीक है, तो ये क्या हो रही है? वो ट्रक कब आ रही है? दिन में एक बार, सुबह. ठीक है, ये क्या है? ये टाइम बेस्ड शेड्यूलिंग है. तो उसकी जो इन्वेंट्री है वो हाइब्रिड शेड्यूलिंग का एग्जांपल हुआ. ठीक है, जिसमें जब आप खरीदते हो तो इवेंट बेस्ड बेसिस पे उसका रिड्यूस होता रहता है, और उसका रिप्लेनिश जब होता है हर दिन सुबह एक बार. ठीक है, ये टाइम बेस्ड. चलो, मॉनिटरिंग एंड लॉगिंग. मॉनिटरिंग एंड लॉगिंग बहुत सिंपल है. देयर आर scripts and dashboards and softwares which you can be used to monitor and log everything that is happening in a software system. ठीक है, say for example आप अपनी attendance provide करते हो classes में, ठीक है, सब attendance provide करते हो, इस attendance का कुछ तो use किया जाता है. आपको एग्जाम में नहीं बैठने देने के लिए, है ना? वो किससे हो रहा है? वो मॉनिटरिंग से हो रहा है, राइट? आपकी जो अटेंडेंस डाली जा रही है, जो आपका टीचर डाल रहा है, वो क्या है? वो लॉगिंग है, ठीक है? एंड समवन इज मॉनिटरिंग दैट. कौन? जो भी डिसाइड कर रहा है कि एग्जाम में बैठने देना है कि नहीं, ठीक है? सो इस तरह के जितने भी सिस्टम्स होते हैं ना, जहां पे कंटिन्यूअसली कुछ एक लॉग पढ़ रहा है, उसके बाद उस लॉग को मॉनिटर करके, उस लॉग को ऑब्जर्व करके व्हेनेवर डिसीजंस आर बीइंग मेड, ठीक है? सो मॉनिटरिंग कि किसी वो मॉनिटरिंग में एक सर्टेन कंडीशन मीट होगा, देन समथिंग विल हैपन. अलर्टिंग भी हो सकता है, ठीक है? अगर आप 3 दिन लगातार स्कूल नहीं गए, टाइम पे होता था 3 दिन लगातार स्कूल नहीं गए तो पेरेंट्स को कॉल आ गया, ठीक है? वो भी यही हो रहा था, लोग मॉनिटर कर रहे थे कि बच्चे नहीं वो स्कूल पहुंच रहे कि मूवी थिएटर पहुंच रहे, ठीक है? सो पेरेंट्स को कॉल जा रहा है, वो अलर्टिंग हो गई. सिस्टम ये आई थिंक बहुत कॉमन है, सिस्टम हेल्थ रिपोर्टिंग, जो आप स्टेटस देखते हो, राइट? कोई सर्विस अप है, कोई सर्विस डाउन है, वो आपकी सिस्टम रिपोर्टिंग हो गई. एंड यस, अगर आप मॉनिटरिंग इंप्लीमेंट कर रहे हो, देन डोंट बी अ पर्सन लाइक दिस. जस्ट मेक श्योर कि आप उस मॉनिटरिंग का कुछ यूज भी कर रहे हो, नॉट लाइक कि हाँ ठीक है सब क्रैश हो गया, मैं देख रहा हूँ खुशी खुशी. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. चलो, एरर हैंडलिंग एंड रीट्राइज. अगर आपके सिस्टम में कहीं पे एरर आ गया तो रीट्राई होना चाहिए. आप लोगों ने देखा है कभी कभी क्रोम में क्या होता है? क्रोम में जब आप कोई वेबसाइट खोलने जाते हो और इंटरनेट नहीं होता है या अनस्टेबल होता है, तो इमीडिएटली पहले आपको दिख जाता है इंटरनेट नॉट अवेलेबल, ठीक है? उसके बाद वो खुद से रीट्राई करता है, राइट? वो रीट्राई मैकेनिज्म वहां पे इंप्लीमेंटेड है. सो दैट इज अनदर काइंड ऑफ शेड्यूलिंग, कि अगर इंटरनेट नॉट अवेलेबल का एरर होता है क्रोम में, देन इट रीट्राइज, ठीक है? दैट इज अ काइंड ऑफ शेड्यूलिंग, कि अगर कोई भी प्रोसेस जो नॉर्मल प्रोसेस होता है, अगर वो कहीं पे फेल करता है, देन द सिस्टम विल ऑटोमेटिकली रीट्राई, ठीक है? सो व्हाट दिस एनेबल्स इज कि ऑटो हीलिंग सिस्टम्स, राइट? कोई भी सिस्टम क्रैश कर गया, खुद से वापस अपने आप को रीस्टार्ट कर रहा है, अपनी जो भी प्रॉब्लम थी उसको आइडेंटिफाई या रिजॉल्व करके, या उसको सेंड टू द मैनुअल टीम टू रिजॉल्व, उसको मैनुअल टीम को भेज के वो खुद रीस्टार्ट कर रहा है. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ सिस्टम्स ऑटो हील, ये अगर ब्रेक गए तो खुद से खड़े हो जाते हैं, ठीक है? हाई रेजिलियंसी, विच मीन्स कि द एप्लीकेशन इज प्रीटी मच ऑलवेज अवेलेबल, क्योंकि अगर उसमें एरर आ भी रहा है तो भी वो उसको इग्नोर करके या रीस्टार्ट करके वो वापस उसको रीस्टार्ट कर दे रहा है सिस्टम को. सो द सिस्टम ऑलमोस्ट नेवर गोज डाउन. यहाँ पे सीबीएसई स्टूडेंट्स कितने हैं? सीबीएसई रिजल्ट चेक किया था, इमीडिएटली मस्त वेबसाइट खुल गई थी, सब कुछ जल्दी जल्दी हो गया था, ठीक है? याद आ रहा है रेजिलियंसी का मतलब क्या होता है? वो खुलना चाहिए था, ठीक है? चलो कोई नहीं. सो ठीक है, एनीवे, इन अ रेजिलियंट सिस्टम दिस विल हैपन, राइट? इफ एनीथिंग फेल्स, इट इज लाइक ओके, नो वरीज, ठीक है? फेल हो गया, कोई बात नहीं, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. रिसोर्स एलोकेशन, राइट? व्हाई इज दिस इंपॉर्टेंट? किसी वेबसाइट पे, से फॉर एग्जांपल, रात के 4 बजे कितने लोग शॉपिंग करते हैं Amazon पे? रात के 4 बजे ऑन ए डेली बेसिस. सर आपका क्या एक्सपीरियंस है? क्या करते हो आप रात को 4 बजे शॉपिंग? ऐसा क्या है जो रात के 4 बजे खरीदा जाता है? अच्छा, माइक भी पहुंच गया, देखो.
हेलो,
हाय.
कंट्रोलर्स देख रहा था
किसके?
गेम के लिए.
चलो सही है. देखो लोड कितना है यहाँ पे, मान लो 500-600 लोग हैं, वो एक बंदा रात को 4 बजे कंट्रोलर खरीद रहा है, ठीक है? बाकी मान लो दोपहर के 12 बजे कितने लोग करते हैं ऑन ए रेगुलर बेसिस, राइट? मान लो हफ्ते में 2-3 बार दोपहर 12 बजे अराउंड, या मान लो दोपहर 12 से 3 के अराउंड, थोड़े लोग, ठीक है? 5 से 8, शाम में 5 से 8 या 5 से 10, a lot of you, right? So इसमें क्या हो रहा है ना, टाइम के बेसिस पे लोड इंक्रीजेस, ठीक है? रात के 4 बजे कितने लोग उस पर्टिकुलर साइट को चलाएंगे की प्रोबेबिलिटी बहुत कम है. बट देन शाम में मान लो 5 से 10 बजे या दिन में, राइट, सुबह 10 बजे से रात के 10 बजे तक कितने लोग उस वेबसाइट को चलाएंगे, इसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी बहुत हाई है, राइट? नंबर ऑफ पीपल यूजिंग दैट वेबसाइट हायर, सो सीधी सी बात है कि उस टाइम पे Amazon और any other shopping application will have to scale up उनके resources, right? ये कैसे possible है? They have to monitor the load on their system all the time. Based on that, they have to take decision of either scaling up or scaling down. ठीक है? Does not make sense to have 100 computers handling the same request for one user. लेकिन अगर 10,000 users आते हैं, then you might think about something like say 100 computers handling the request, right? So that is why resource allocation done with right event scheduling, right? Job scheduling से अगर आप करते हो resource allocation, then it becomes very cost efficient. क्योंकि जब एक यूजर यूज कर रहा है तो आपने एक सर्वर लगा रखा है, जब 10,000 लोग यूज कर रहे हैं तो आपने अपना सर्विस बढ़ा दिया, ठीक है? And yes, this is the situation which happens auto scale. अगर किसी ने auto scaling pods ये सब study करे, then this is what happens, right? When the load increases, then you increase the number of replicas for your system. Otherwise एक भी काफी है. Job scheduling specifically on GCP, अभी जो हम लोग बात कर रहे थे, GCP का कोई सर्विस मेंशन नहीं किया अभी तक. Let's come to it. ठीक है? Job scheduling on GCP, the main services which are provided are Cloud Scheduler, Cloud PubSub, Cloud Functions, Workflows, and there are some supporting tools like EventArc and previously Stackdriver, अभी Cloud Operations Suite. कितने लोगों ने इन सब का नाम सुना है? ये कौन से देश की चिड़िया है? पीछे सुना है? कौन सा सुना है? नहीं? सही है यार, वो हाथ उठा के अभी पीछे देखा. ठीक है, कोई और? क्लाउड फंक्शंस, फायरबेस में फंक्शंस देखे? नहीं? अरे यार कैसे लोग हैं? ठीक है, चलो आपने देखा है, सही है. पबसब का नाम सुना है? पबसब सुना है? चलो ठीक है, उसके बारे में मीम डाला है मैंने, अभी दिखाऊंगा. देखो, these are the main services जो आपको शेड्यूलिंग प्रोवाइड करती हैं, and they provide different kinds of scheduling, right? मैंने आपको दिखाया अलग अलग टाइप की शेड्यूलिंग होती है, right? और ऑब्वियसली बात है, एक सिंगल प्रोडक्ट सब कुछ हैंडल करे ये पॉसिबल नहीं है. दैट इज वाई फॉर एवरी डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ शेड्यूलिंग वी हैव डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स जो एक पर्टिकुलर सिनेरियो में काम आएंगे, राइट? गिवन द सिनेरियो यू हैव टू डिसाइड व्हिच टूल टू यूज, एंड दिस इज व्हाट वी एक्सप्लोरिंग. पहले देख लेते हैं इस सर्विसेज डू स्पेसिफिकली. ठीक है, व्हाट इज गूगल क्लाउड शेड्यूलर? नाउ दिस इज अ फुली मैनेज्ड क्रॉन सर्विस. अभी क्या हो रहा है, देखो क्रॉन क्या होता है ना, क्रॉन विद इन द वीएम चलता है. ठीक है, अगर आपके पास एक लैपटॉप है तो उस लैपटॉप के अंदर ही क्रॉन चलेगा. इट विल नॉट वर्क फ्रॉम आउटसाइड. सो दिस इज अ प्रॉब्लम. अगर आपका लैपटॉप क्रैश हो गया तो, राइट, इफ योर सर्वर क्रैशेस एंड द वीएम लाइक ऑल द शेड्यूलिंग इज इनसाइड दैट सर्वर, व्हाट विल यू डू, राइट? सो दैट्स द क्वेश्चन. तो क्लाउड शेड्यूलर क्या करता है? इट डिकपल्स द सिस्टम्स एंड द क्रॉन जॉब्स, राइट? सो क्लाउड शेड्यूलर प्रोवाइड्स अ वेरी सिंपल क्रॉन इंटरफेस which is managed within Google Cloud and not inside the VMs. What this means is that even if your VM crashes, you don't have to worry about it. You can use a scheduling function to restart it, right? Yes, different type of targets. Cloud Scheduler allows you to work maybe on the GCP services, maybe hit an API, maybe send a message on PubSub, right? So pretty much anything can be done with Cloud Scheduler in a time-based scheduling fashion. Right, and these are the kind of tasks which are easy to do with Cloud Scheduler, like backups, database, like once in a day or something like that. Automated backup if you're taking backups of your system, right? And yeah, something like this, right? Anyone who understands this meme? किसी को समझ में आ रहा है इसमें क्या हो रहा है? What is happening here? Can someone tell me what is that doing? That star star 2 star star. Yes? Let run every 2 days.
क्योंकि फर्स्ट होता है, सेकंड आवर्स के लिए होता है, एंड थर्ड डेज के लिए होता है. विच डे और डे?
Yes, that is right. It will run every. This is a function which will run every 2 days, and that means this is a job which is saying that rain should happen every 2 days, right? So kudos to you for getting this meme. ये I'll share the slides घर में बैठ के ना थोड़ा सोचना इस बारे में. चल. Cloud functions, right? So cloud functions which I was talking about, these are usually single functions which can be run in response to any event happening on the system, right? And this is for event-based scheduling, and mostly they do one atomic operation, right? Cloud functions will do one single thing, and be done with it. For example, user signed up, send a mail, done. Right? User signed up being the event, send a mail being the cloud function. Right? These are the kind of examples that it works great with. Real-time image processing. For example, when you buy a ticket, mention your name, they will mention your event date, venue, QR code and everything, and they'll send it to you on WhatsApp or email, right? So that is real-time image processing. Transforming data on the fly. आप लोगों ने request करी and that request was transformed into something else, something which the server understands, transforming data on the fly. Notification systems, right? Friend request bheja, notification aaya. This is usually handled by cloud functions kind of software. PubSub, right? PubSub is made of two parts, right? Publisher and subscriber, right? And if you think about publisher and subscriber model, can you think about anything which we might use in daily lives? Publisher and subscriber. Koi example where publisher and subscriber model is visible to you? News, YouTube, Quora. Interesting. On Quora, you can write answers. You don't, that is a different question. Medium, you can write the blogs. You are also the publisher and the subscriber. IoT, Insta, Post. Okay, so what I'm talking about here is, right, the publisher cannot be the subscriber and the subscriber cannot be the publisher. Sorry?
गूगल प्ले सर्विस गेम पास सब्सक्रिप्शन जो हम लेते हैं वो प्ले स्टोर पे.
Okay, that's not exactly a messaging service kind of thing. So I think I'll have to consider that, but then I can give you a better example. Let's come to that. Right? So real-time messages are sent, right? What happens in a publisher and subscriber model is that there are topics, right? There are some topics to which some publishers send messages on, and there are subscribers which listen to those topics. They are always listening to those topics, and based on whatever they are getting from the publisher, which has been published to that topic, they can choose to perform actions, or they can choose to ignore, or they can choose to do whatever they want to do with it, right? And this kind of allows us to stream a lot of data, much at a huge, like, million requests per second scale, in which you can ingest data and then you can decide to trigger some atomic functions using ways coming into the system. Right? And real-time event responses, stream analytics and processing. Now this is very important, right? Because if there's a lot of users on your system, they're probably creating a lot of data. IoT is a great example because the sensors produce data down to pretty much like every half second, every few milliseconds, right? So when you're getting data at that rate, you need to have streaming analytics present there. And this is an example, right? Think about it. FM radio, suna hai? Right? What happens there? There is one person who is speaking on that FM, on that particular channel, and everyone else is just listening, right? As a person who is listening to the radio, can you start speaking on it? No? Right? And that is why FM radio is a very great example, where there's a PubSub model running. So the topic, what is the topic? Can anyone guess that? What is the topic in this case? That particular band, 93.5, right? That particular radio band is the topic, 93.5. If you are tuned into 93.5 band, that means you are subscribed to that band, and whatever the publisher or the radio jockey is saying there, the publisher, you will receive that message particularly on that band itself. If you switch to any other band, you will get the message from whatever someone else is publishing there, right? So this is a very good example for PubSub. And you can choose to do whatever you want to do with it, right? You can choose to just listen to the radio, you can choose to ignore it, you can choose to perform actions based on it. There was a time in India, sometimes around 15-20 years back, when to calibrate our watches in the home, right? घर में जो घड़ियाँ होती थी, उसको calibrate करने के लिए we used to wait for radio to announce कि अभी 12 बज गए, right? That is how we used to know कि 12 बज चुके, right? And this is the time for us to do something, right? So you can choose to schedule things. Okay, cloud workflows. Now there might be situations जहाँ पे आपको atomic operations नहीं करने हैं, right? There might be situations जहाँ पे आपको number of steps करने हैं, where each step is interdependent upon पिछला step सही से execute हुआ कि नहीं, उसका output क्या आया, right? So in these complex kind of scenarios, we use cloud workflows, right? And think about this. Say for example, one of your servers crashed due to probably a malicious file uploaded onto that server by some attacker, right? So the first thing that you need to do is you need to identify the error. That is step one. Second is after identifying the error, which is the malicious file, you need to make sure that you remove it, right? You need to remove that malicious file from the server. Second step. Third step, restart the server with all the original code, right? Download the original code, restart the server. All these things are complex processes and they depend upon whether the previous step executed correctly or not, right? You will remove the malicious file when you know that there has been a malicious file, which a checker system will do, right? So in these kind of complex cases, cloud workflows is very useful because it can orchestrate. क्या भाई? ठीक है. Cool. Workflows, right? Multi-step API integrations, multi-step services integrations. That is what you can do with cloud workflows. And you know, whatever the request the user is making, you can use cloud workflows to dumb it down to make it simpler for your system, right? How many of you here have done web development? Have you seen the request variable? It contains a lot of information, right? It contains the user agent, it contains the referrer, pretty much like at least 15, 20 headers every time. And what we take out of that is, what is the username, what is the password, right? Only the form responses. So cloud workflows can do something similar. Whatever big information you're getting, you can use it to dumb it down, you can use it to break it down into actionable steps, right? That is possible with cloud workflows. And finally, yes, let's take a look at, very quickly take a look at how to schedule some jobs, right? First of all, the easiest way to schedule jobs is using crons, which I told you, right? Using crons, you can simply just do time-based scheduling. And it's not a great idea, right? If you do a lot of cron jobs, you are bound to run issues. So please do not try that. Just remember this meme every time you think about creating a cron job. Just know that it's not a great idea. You can use in-framework events, right? A lot of frameworks that we use for developing applications, they might have, within the framework, they have triggers or any such systems, right? For example, in Django, there is signals. In TensorFlow, you have triggers. In Node, I'm not sure what they have, probably something like async triggers, right? So you can use present in the framework itself. You don't have to code anything, you get it out of the box. You can use Cloud Scheduler. Just one command line on the G-Cloud can get you the scheduler function running at a certain time, probably doing whatever you want it to do. So that will be time-based scheduling, and then you can create a function, you can create a cloud function and connect it with PubSub to make an event-based system, listening to the streams coming in from PubSub and then deciding what to do with that. When to use which method? Now this is important. Let's take a look, right? If it is a single script, right? If it is a single script which has to run with a certain periodicity and you don't have a real need to change it. Say for example, if there is a script which is making a backup of a database every one day or maybe every week and just making the backup, that is it. Probably uploading it somewhere. There is a very simple thing which you don't really have to control a lot of times, you don't have to change it often. And that is why it's okay to use a cron job for that, right? Because it's a system-based thing, you can just use a cron job to do this. But if you're likely to interfere in its execution, you don't always want to SSH into the VM and then have to change the cron tab every time. And that is why it might be better to use Google Cloud Scheduler in that case, if you're going to access it and change it often. If your code base, if your frameworks trigger, you can think of using that. Otherwise, if it does not, you can always do event triggers through Cloud Function. If there's a stream of messages coming in, very simple, use Cloud PubSub. There is no good alternative as such. To be honest, I have worked a lot of times with stream data. PubSub is always the best service to use in this case. if it's a multi-step process, do not try to connect a lot of cloud functions together. It should not be like, this cloud function will execute and then it will trigger another cloud function. The suggested way is to just put them all in a cloud workflow and get your task done with proper visibility of what is happening in the system. Right, and that is all. Thank you. Questions? I'll take at max one question right now, and the rest will have off the stage. Yes. Can we get him a mic?
सर आपने स्लाइड में मेंशन करा था कि क्रॉन की लेटेंसी बस 1 मिनट की होती हैगी, तो प्रीवियसली मैंने एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया था Node.js पे जिस पे क्रॉन हर 3 सेकंड में रन हो रहा था, तो ये सिर्फ GCP के लिए एप्लीकेबल है, लाइक 1 मिनट लेटेंसी वाला, या फिर ये दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म पे भी?
Okay, so the thing is कि cron is not a GCP service.
Okay.
Cron is a Linux service, right?
Yes.
It's a Linux-based application which you can choose to use, and उसकी minimum frequency 1 minute ही है. So if you are working directly with Linux, then that is the frequency you can achieve. If you are using crons directly, if you are using something else, maybe there was an event provider, right? As I said, there are always event-based like frameworks or scheduling frameworks inside multiple frameworks, right?
Yes.
So Node might have that they are allowing you to do it at 3 seconds. I know for certain Laravel has that. It's a PHP-based framework.
Okay.
It has like 1 second scheduling as well, right?
Okay.
But then if you are using cron, the pure cron one, then you will have like at least 1 minute.
Okay, like if we use third-party app, then we can use in a second.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it here. Probably I did not dwell on it a lot, right? So if you look at this, right, event framework, like framework-based scheduling, the one thing which I mentioned here is that implementation is specific to framework, right?
Okay.
So I did not spend a lot of time on these slides, but they're specific to framework.
Okay.
It can be different.
Thank you.
Yes. So that is it. Thank you for being an amazing audience. This is the first time I'm in Bhopal. And yeah, I love the city. You have it like really beautiful. If you want to connect with me, pretty much on any platform, the same Trillion, and you can get the deck. If you want to get this slide deck, you can quickly take a photo of that or scan it or as you like it. So thank you. Thanks a lot, people.
Thank you for such an engaging session, Anubhav. Seeing the forward in the audience, that I very well say that it's always a great idea to have one community in solidarity with another. We've been glad to host the lead of GDG Cloud Kolkata here at GDG Cloud Bhopal's event, that is the Cloud Community Days Bhopal 2023. Now, it's time to call upon the stage Mr. Harsh Dattani. He's joining us all the way from Bangalore, and he'd be shedding light on the Google developers community like the one we have here. Thank you.
हेलो, नमस्ते। सेटल हो जाए अभी? मस्ती करेंगे आराम से, पहले सेटल हो जाता है। थोड़ा नॉइज है, नॉइज कम करो तो ही सुनोगे, जब बातें करोगे सुन नहीं पाते। बातें बाद में करो, लंच टाइम में, राइट? सेटअप में थोड़ा चेक कर रहे हैं वो लोग। माय नेम इज़ हर्ष, मैं रखूँगा हिंदी इंग्लिश। तो माय नेम इज़ हर्ष, मैं बेंगलोर गूगल के बेंगलोर ऑफिस में काम करता हूँ एज अ प्रोग्राम मैनेजर। डे टू डे वर्क इज़ टॉकिंग टू डेवलपर्स, कनेक्टिंग विद देम, बिल्डिंग कम्युनिटीज़, हेल्प कम्युनिटीज सस्टेन। सो मेरा ज़्यादा फोकस होता है गूगल क्लाउड अराउंड टेक्नोलॉजीज़ पे, उसके अराउंड कम्युनिटीज़ क्रिएट करना, डेवलपर्स को हेल्प करना, एक्सपर्ट्स को हेल्प करना। बेसिकली जितना भी आप कम्युनिटी एक्टिविटी देख रहे हैं वो, ये तो हो गया मेरे बारे में, उसमें कुछ उतना है नहीं। स्टार्ट। हो गया, ठीक है। विदाउट स्लाइड हो गया, प्रॉब्लम नहीं, ठीक है। क्विज खेलते हैं, जैसे इसके पहले था वैसे नहीं करूंगा, ठीक है, ये फोटो गैस करना है कहाँ का है, कब, 2 क्वेश्चन, कहाँ का है और कब का है।
हेलो।
अब इसमें फोटो में अपने आप को नहीं ढूंढना है, ट्रेजर हंट नहीं चल रहा है, अपने आप को नहीं ढूंढना है, आपको बोलना है ये फोटो कहाँ का कब का है। पॉइंट आउट कर रहा है, ये रहा ये मैं हूं, नहीं है। ठीक है, एक हिंट देता हूं, मयूर भाई मुझे दिख रहे हैं, दोनों फोटो में दिख रहे हैं, 2 हिंट मिल गई। लास्ट ईयर आईओ एक्सटेंडेड जीडीजी क्लाउड भोपाल उनका इवेंट है, हाँ लास्ट ईयर। होता है कभी एक्साइटमेंट हो जाता है तो इसीलिए बोला पहले सुनो ठीक है, तो तब लोग आप देख सकते हैं, देर आर 21 20-21 लोग का मीटअप हुआ होगा। एनी आइडिया हाउ मेनी मेंबर्स आर देयर इन जीडीजी क्लाउड भोपाल नाउ? चेक करो, कम्युनिटी पेज पे चेक करो। नहीं, 2100। एक साल पहले मीटअप स्टार्टेड विद 2100, देयर आर सॉरी मीटअप स्टार्ट 21, नाउ देयर आर 2100 मेंबर्स। और अभी का क्या है, ये आज का फोटो है। क्लैप फॉर योरसेल्फ। अभी इसमें पॉइंट आउट करो, ये मैं हूं, ये मैं हूं, ये मैं हूं। वो आगे वाले में गलत कर रहे थे, अभी करना है। Oh, yours office only? Oh, nice. Thank you for hosting us. So, how this community is built? How this community is built? First, it's built with passion. ठीक है, क्विज अभी भी मैं खेल सकता हूं, यू शुड नो योर फोक डांस ऑफ योर स्टेट, इसलिए ये फोटो डाला है, बट इट कम्स विथ पैशन। आप में कम्युनिटी का एक पैशन होना चाहिए, पैशन टुवर्ड्स लर्निंग न्यू थिंग्स। हिंदी में बोले तो एक उद्वेग होना चाहिए आपके अंदर, यू शुड पैशनेट। ठीक है, मैं यहाँ पे ज्ञान और मोटिवेशन स्पीच देने नहीं आया हूँ, जल्दी छोड़ दूंगा खाने के लिए, टेंशन मत लो, बट एक पैशन होना चाहिए। पैशन के साथ क्या चाहिए आपको, ये स्लाइड ये साइड ही चलता है, ठीक है। आपकी एट माई एज, जब मैं इंजीनियरिंग कर रहा था, देयर वेर वेरी लेस कम्युनिटीज। 1 मिनट बॉस, पहले बाद में यू हैव ऑल द लंच टाइम टू टॉक। जब when I was doing engineering, there were less communities. There were less communities, so there were less opportunities to become a member. ठीक है, so you have many communities, you have more opportunities to become a member of community. You have the passion. खाली पैशन से कुछ नहीं होता है, you have to become a member of a community. जहाँ पे नहीं है, start a community. When I talk about community, it's like same passionate people coming together, talking about a specific thing. It can be a photography skill. ऐसा भी हो सकता है 4 लोग मिलके अपनी इंस्टाग्राम रील कैसे अच्छी बनाओ, that's also a community. आज तो लोग मिलके बात कर रहे हैं गूगल क्लाउड टेक्नोलॉजीज पे, this is also a community. So with passion you have to become members of such communities, right? मेंबरशिप से खाली कुछ नहीं होता है, so it's a link. खाली पैशन से कुछ नहीं होगा, मेंबरशिप बनने से कुछ नहीं होगा। अब मेंबर बन गए, खाली बैठे हो, यू आर नॉट कनेक्टिंग विद अदर फोक्स, यू आर नॉट क्रिएटिंग योर नेटवर्क, इट माइट नॉट हेल्प यू। किसी को कर जाता है, किसी को नहीं, बट लेट्स नॉट टेक रिस्क। बिकम अ मेंबर, गेट अ पैशन, बिकम अ मेंबर, डू नेटवर्किंग, कनेक्ट विद पीपल। ठीक है, कनेक्शन करो। आज आए हो, टॉक विद मी, टॉक विद अदर स्पीकर्स, एक दूसरे कॉलेज के, दूसरे कंपनी के डेवलपर्स के साथ बात करो, कोई स्टार्टअप से, फाउंडर से बात करो। जॉब भी चाहिए ना हमको, ऐसा तो नहीं है कि पैशन से सब हो गया। ठीक है, राइट? सो कनेक्शन करो, राइट? कनेक्शन करने से कुछ नहीं होगा। दिस इज ऑल सीरीज, थिंक अबाउट इट। जो मैं बोल रहा हूं आप लिंक करो। पैशन हो गया, मेंबर बन गए, मेंबर बन के कनेक्ट कर लिया। कनेक्शन करने के बाद कुछ नहीं होगा इफ यू डोंट लर्न। इसके पहले क्लाउड का टॉक कनेक्टेड विद स्पीकर, तो अपने घर पे जाके काम करेंगे, दैट पर्सन विल अर्न। भी कर रहा है, दैट पर्सन विल डू. यहाँ से सीखा जान, इफ यू डोंट लर्न तो हेल्प नहीं करेगा. वी आर नॉट अटेंडिंग इवेंट्स जस्ट फॉर अ फोटो मूवमेंट और जस्ट फॉर स्वैग्स. यू हैव टू लर्न, यू हैव टू बिल्ड न्यू स्किल्स. ठीक है, तो लर्निंग हो गया. अब खाली लर्निंग से भी कुछ नहीं होगा. इसके बाद कुछ नहीं है, टेंशन मत लेना. यू हैव टू एडॉप्ट इट, उसको इंप्लीमेंट करो. हम लोग कम्युनिटी में आ गए, पैशन है हमारे में, मेंबर बन गया, कनेक्शन भी ले लिया, सीख भी लिया, बट जब तक एडॉप्ट नहीं करोगे इट विल नॉट हेल्प यू. इट विल नॉट हेल्प यू इन योर करियर, इट विल नॉट हेल्प यू इन योर कॉलेज प्रोजेक्ट, एनीवेयर. जो कुछ भी आप कर रहे हो, इफ यू डोंट इंप्लीमेंट योर लर्निंग्स, कुछ मीनिंग नहीं है. ठीक है, तो एडॉप्ट करो, उसके अनुकूल बनो, एडॉप्ट. ठीक है, सो ये भी हो जाता है कभी कभी कम्युनिटी में. हाँ, सो नाउ आई टॉक कि व्हाट अपॉर्चुनिटीज यू हैव फ्रॉम गूगल साइड ऑफ कम्युनिटीज वी हैव. We have a network of 90 plus GDG, TensorFlow user group communities. Total निकल के आ रहा है 40 to 50 cities, 50 plus cities में we have community. Once you get a job, दूसरे सिटी में भी जा रहे हो, इधर जॉब मिल रहा है, दूसरे सिटी में भी जा रहे हो, look for such communities. उधर जाके भी you have to follow same process जो मैंने पहले दिखाया. So we talked about the process. Now I'm talking about the opportunities you have. You have opportunities to connect with GDG network. If you in college, you have opportunities to connect with GDSC network. खुद का you can start. अभी application process चल रहा है. You can apply for a new GDSC chapter. If you have an existing GDSC chapter, you can connect in it as well. There is a network of Google developer expert as well. So if you think you are an expert in any of the Google technologies, you can sign up and become a part of expert as well. ठीक है, so तीन का community है. We have 3 type communities in which you can connect. Okay. अभी लास्ट स्लाइड का मुझे सब लोगों को सुबह से इसी का इंतजार था. फॉर दिस लास्ट स्लाइड, एवरीवन वाज वेटिंग फॉर दिस लास्ट स्लाइड. थोड़ा वेट में टाइम लगेगा. ये राइट. सो once you are part of community, you are doing all these things. Now enjoy, spend your time, enjoy. If you don't enjoy, it will become boring and monotonous. So with this I conclude my talk. एक thank you का slide, oh backup आ गया. Thank you.
Hi guys, भूख लग रही है? क्या खाना है खाने में? ये जो दिख रहा था, अरे यार, सागर कह रहे के छोले कुलचे के न्यू मार्केट की क्या छोले भटूरे के उनकी आइसक्रीम, क्या खाना है बताओ? के अब्दुल्लागंज की गुलाब जामुन, क्या खाना है? यार थोड़ा और वेट करना पड़ेगा.
Am I audible? Yes. So, thank you for joining us, Harsh. The session was very much insightful and engaging, and we're glad to have you here. Now, as we're halfway to the event, obviously before we move to the banquet for lunch, it's time to take a moment to express our sincere gratitude to all the speakers who have delivered an address already and shared their insights and knowledge to the attendees present here, as well as the ones present online. I'd request Mr. Abhishek Sharma, Mr. Ashok Vishwakarma, Mr. Anubhav Singh, Mr. Ankit Patel, and Mr. Harsh to kindly come up on the stage, along with our organizers, Mr. Mayur and Mr. Aditya. To express our appreciation, we would like to present each of our speakers and guests with a small memento
Aditya.
as a token of our gratitude. We hope that this memento will serve as a reminder of the great contribution that these speakers have made to make this event a success already. I request Mr. Mayur to kindly present the memento to our speaker. Yeah. I request all the other speakers to also join up on the stage for group photographs. I request Mr. Aditya to kindly present the memento to our next speaker. Yeah. Mr. Anubhav Singh. Thank you. I request Mr. Ashok Vishwakarma to kindly come up on the stage. Oh. I request Mr. Harsh Dattani to kindly come up on the stage for the felicitation. Kindly accept our token of gratitude, sir. Yeah. Thank you. I request Mr. Ankit Patel to kindly come up on the stage. After the felicitation, there is an activity scheduled. And after the activity, you all may kindly proceed to the banquet upstairs for the lunch. And after the lunch, we have certain other sessions scheduled for you, which definitely would be very much insightful and engaging. I hope for the same, and I think that that should be it. Apart from it, there would be a panel discussion wherein certain experts from the industry, let it be academicians or let it be professionals per se, would be joining us for a panel discussion here, and they would be dealing with the career aspect with respect to cloud computing and the related technologies. Can be revealed at the end of this event. So there are certain hashtags which are active for this particular event. That is the Cloud Community Days Bhopal 2023. Again, we highly recommend you all to mention the particular official Instagram handle apart from the active hashtags. And let's see if we are able to make it a trend, which though it already is, but what about today? So Mr. Ankit Patel is here with us. I request to kindly come on the stage for the felicitation. Kindly accept the memento as a token of gratitude from our side. Thank you. Thank you, Aditya sir and Mayur sir.
So we have an ongoing social media campaign, which is a surprise campaign. You might get some swags at the end of the session, additional swags. एक टी-शर्ट तो पक्का मिलेगी, ठीक है? और ये अपने हैशटैग्स हैं, ये अकाउंट सारे सोशल मीडिया पे यही अकाउंट है, ठीक है? So take pictures. बाहर भी बहुत सारा हमने फोटो अपॉर्चुनिटी के लिए स्टैंडीज लगाए हैं, ठीक है? Then we have sticky notes, so we want you to share your message, greetings at the end of session, ठीक है? That's it.
One more thing, one last thing. अब हमने ये क्लाउड स्पेसिफिक अपना क्लाउड कम्युनिटी डे स्पेसिफिक हैशटैग्स तो बना ही दिए, तो इनको वायरल कर दें, एक ट्रेंडिंग कर दें इनको ट्विटर पे सब लोग. भाई अपन कितने लोग हैं? 600 लोग हैं. अगर 600 ट्वीट्स जाएंगे तो डेफिनेटली ये ट्रेंडिंग हो रहा है. तो लेट्स डू इट.
Last one was interesting. Last quiz was interesting. Not getting the answer. Raise up your voices.
We are back with another session of the quiz, and this time we are back with harder questions, and we want you to answer according to वही वाले instructions जो पहले बताए थे. If you want, I can repeat all the instructions right now. Do you remember all the instructions, or should I repeat it?
Shruti, please repeat it again.
Okay, so there are 3 basic instructions. First one is you will raise your hand before answering the question. Second one, quiz master is the one who will be deciding who will answer the question. And third one, you will be having 30 seconds to answer the question. And this time the most important and the fourth instruction is you will be introducing yourself before answering the question. Simple?
Okay. One more thing I want to add. Please maintain the decorum. We all are so good, so please maintain it. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so the first question is, which of the following is not a key characteristic of cloud computing? Just raise your hand, simply. Okay, the green one. Mike, please.
Please introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Kushak Srivastav. The correct answer is option D, centralized control.
And it is the correct answer.
Okay, so the next question. Which type of cloud deployment model allows organization to maintain more control over their data and applications? Are the questions really hard, Shruti? People are like, this time, there are less people who are answering. Okay?
Don't shout.
Okay, the last one,
answer.
the checks, the blue checks. Yeah.
My name is Punit Verma.
Okay.
And the correct answer is hybrid cloud, C.
Oh.
It is the wrong answer.
Better luck next time. Okay, moving to the next question. Which of the following is a common challenge faced by the organizations when migrating to the cloud? Okay. Raise your hand. Okay, the one with the flashlight. Can you please shout it from there? Yeah.
It's the correct answer. What is your name?
The one with flashlight. Good. Okay. So next question. What is the name for a type of cloud service that provide access to virtualized desktops and applications over the internet? Okay. This is this an easy question? Easy one? Okay,
Is
so
it?
you answer
Let's
the
find
one in
out.
white.
Hello guys, my name is Shranshu Ranjan and I guess the answer is A, infrastructure.
You aren't audible perfectly. Repeat.
Hello guys, my name is Shranshu Ranjan and
Yeah.
the answer is infrastructure as a service.
Oh. Okay. The correct answer was desktop as a service. So next question. What is the name of the open source machine learning framework created by Google? This is very easy. Even I know. Even I know the answer.
Don't shout. Let her choose.
Okay. अब फ्लैश लाइट्स जलाने का मतलब नहीं है सब फ्लैश लाइट्स मत जलाओ. Okay, you answer. The one in white. हाँ बताओ बताओ. Sorry?
Please introduce yourself.
Firstly, introduce yourself. Mike?
Hello everyone, my name is Aryan Keer and I am from Oriental College of Technology.
Okay.
And my answer is A.
Oriental people are doing good now. This proves. Okay, next question. What is the name of the Google platform that allows developer to build, test and deploy applications on the Google Cloud? Don't tell the answer. What if it just get the incorrect? Okay, the black one. Yeah, you, the black. Yeah. अरे बोलो हाँ हाँ डिसाइड कर लो बी या सी
पोल करवा लेते हैं.
Okay, let's. Okay, poll for the B. Who chooses B as the answer? No one. Only that person. Okay, let's check the answer then. Oh. No one's correct. No one's correct here. Okay, moving to the next question. Which Google technology is a platform for building conversational interfaces? Okay. और किसको पता है कौन guesses कर रहा है? Okay, the one in black. Yeah, you like last second. Yeah. Please tell your name first.
Hello guys, this is Sumit Patel and my answer is A. Google Cloud Speech to Text.
Oh, so much confident but wrong answer. Okay, so the next question. Which Google technology allows developer to create and deploy serverless applications? From here, Anas. Please introduce yourself first.
Myself, Mohammed Anas, and answer is option B, Google Cloud Functions.
Oh. Let's have a round of applause for him. Okay, so next question. Which Google technology uses machine learning to analyze large data sets and generates insights? Okay, you answer the one in
raising
blue.
your hands.
The one in blue, upstairs. Yeah. Sorry? Please tell your name first. Okay. Let's check. Got the name.
Okay, so this will be the last question.
Okay. Last question. Which of the following is a Google technology for deploying and managing containerized applications? Okay,
No
the
need
black
to
one.
shout.
Yeah. Wait for the mic. Wait for the mic.
Hello.
Huh.
Myself, Aviral Gupta. The answer is C.
Yay. Okay, so it was a nice meeting you people again. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
I'd request everybody to kindly settle down for a moment and maintain the silence. Yeah, thank you. So Ashok Vishwakarma sir is here with us again. I just request Aditya and Mayur to kindly come up on the stage along with Ashok Vishwakarma sir to felicitate him with a memento. kindly accept this memento as a token of appreciation and gratitude from our end, sir. Thank you, sir. You all may proceed to the banquet for the lunch.